What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this installment, we'll be looking at the young nucleus of the Cleveland Cavaliers and how they can and have improved since LeBron's departure, as well as what their future this decade could possibly hold. To start their rebuild, the Cavs selected 2017 McDonald's All-American Collin Sexton out of Alabama with the 8th overall pick in 2018. His nickname Young Bull stuck during the NBA Summer League, as the intensity Sexton plays with undoubtedly caught management's eye. His ability to create his own shots, coupled with the eagerness to give it to whoever's across from him, have transferred to the highest level. This was on full display in their back-to-back wins against the newly minted Nets trio, where he went at Kyrie as if he were the tenured veteran. His leadership and accountability have rubbed off on the squad, as fellow teammate Larry Nance had high praise for him during the Cavs mini-bubble. Moreover, his being able to take a step back and synergize is likely how he and backcourt mate Darius Garland were able to gel. 5th pick out of the 2019 draft out of Vanderbilt, Garland's addition was initially puzzling, as both he and Sexton are 6'1". Despite this, those that have seen his handle and natural ability to distribute could rationalize the pair succeeding. The initial coach they started with attempted to run them both in the starting lineup, which predictably didn't go well and saw them finish last in defensive rating in 2019, in addition to them giving up the most points in the league as a backcourt. It also wasn't much of a morale boost when the former referred to the team as a bunch of thugs. Yeah, they got him up out of there real quick for that and better, as current coach JB Bickerstaff came in with an improved plan and defensive philosophy. He issued Sexton the starter position, giving him a few more plays as a cutter, while Garland has slid to the bench with the responsibility of running the second unit. This utilizes both guards to their fullest offensive potential while limiting the number of points their paired height had formerly gave up. To round up their core, Cleveland selected 6'5" wing Isaac Okoro with the 5th pick in 2020. Okoro's inclination towards defense made him a top target of the organization, as he's already been matched up against some of the best forwards in the game. This would usually be a huge ask of a young player, but considering this was an expectation of him and likely communicated, it can be assumed he is all in on his role of a developing 3-and-D wing. In what could have been considered an armed robbery, the Cavs stole Jarrett Allen and Taurean Prince from the Nets for a mere second-rounder in Dante Exum. Plugging in these defensive-minded players to a developing core will lower the number of mistakes had on the other side of the ball. Especially considering the two understand postseason rotations, having 3 combined playoff appearances. That experience will be key for a young team looking to reach the play-ins and beyond. Next to fit, their age coincides perfectly with the team's timeline, as Allen is 22 and Prince is 26. Other notable pieces that further fill out the roster include Cedi Osman and Larry Nance Jr., both whom have a finals appearance under their belt. Osman has great versatility at 6'7" and has been a reliable shooter, hovering above 36% from deep for his career. Nance Jr. has improved his range since arriving in Ohio and is currently hitting a career-high 42% of his treys on roughly 3.5 attempts a game. Their height, combined with the threat of a 3, gives either Sexton or Garland a more space floor to operate on. I highlighted these two specifically as they were a product of Cleveland's steadily improving ability to draft and trade. This ability will be truly tested when they have to inevitably offload Kevin Love, JaVale McGee, and Andre Drummond to open up more front court minutes. Though the team could utilize any one of these proven vets, namely Drummond, they'll get the most value out of them by trading them elsewhere for another young-ish player or draft capital to improve the roster. With this being his last year on his contract, Drummond is going to have the most value between the three of these assets. And while he has slowed the defensive hemorrhage since arriving, it'd be semi-dangerous to drop a max on an offensively inconsistent, space-eating center. Whether they retain or trade him, it will form the foundation of the team for the coming years, or continue to have them stuck in post-LeBron limbo. Alright, that's another one. I appreciate y'all staying till the end, so if you enjoyed this, mash that like button. Hit the subscribe button too, and drop a comment down below if you agree or disagreed, and we'll discuss it there. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.